From time to time, she's always on my mind. Always on my mind.
Welcome back to In the Studio with Apex. Today, my guest is China, aka Mr. Hollywoods. China, let the people know about yourself.
Surfboard status, silver surf faded, definitely coming out soon. Red carpet, what else can I say? Hollywood.
Alright, so your first album that was released was called Love Fade Away. How is Love Fade Away going for you?
Well, I mean, I feel like I can do way better. I felt like at the time, I was going through a lot. And so I made that, I basically make all my albums and songs off of how I'm feeling at the time. And, I was just feeling that way at the time. Love fade away, personal things, stuff like that.
Okay. Any features on Love Fade Away?
Yeah, I definitely had shout out to Soprano, CJ Beats, of course. That was pretty much it. There wasn't too many people in there. I just basically, wanted, basically with my heart when I did it. So it wasn't, I couldn't really put too many people on that one. But this one coming up, definitely a lot of features.
Okay, alright. And where are you originally from?
I'm from Philly, but now North Carolina, Charlotte, I'm all blue. So,
Okay, alright. Now I know a lot of people have been asking Apex Records, what's going on, who's the new artist that you signed or whatnot, and this is the new artist that we just signed approximately like 2 weeks ago. He will be in the studio working on, of course, mixtape first to pump out for promotion or whatnot. We're going to be starting him on some shows next year. But as like with that going on, we're going to be working on his new album as well. And some of the production, you may not know or not, I'll be doing some production on it. You will have Johnny Storm on there doing production as well. Johnny Storm is one of the main producers of Apex Records. He's done production for numerous artists out in the mainstream music industry. And of course, he's done production on the Riddler's album as well. So with that being said, are you like pumped up, excited, like start working on whether it's mixtape or your new album, anything like that?
I'm focused right now. I'm definitely focused, ready to be put out there, the way I'm supposed to be. And I have no doubts of Apex Records, putting me where I want to be in life. So I'm definitely pumped, I'm hyped. Definitely ready to get a fan something that they really want to hear. A lot of garbage going on right now in the industry. I'm definitely, ready to fix it.
Alright. Now I know one of the main questions that everybody says to you whenever they see you is, whoa, you're tatted up. What's up with your tattoo? So I'm going to ask, because I know everybody else is going to ask, like, what's up with you? Now, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I got tattoos too, but hey, look, he got more than me. So I know they're gonna be like, yo, what's up with your tattoos? Like, do you got any like meaning behind your tattoos, anything like that?
Well, all my tattoos got meaning behind it. Prime example, surfboard status right here. All my tattoos mean something. I started off in a tattoo parlor getting tattoos, and then somebody thought it was smart to sell me a tattoo gun. So from there, I just did it on my own. But they all mean something. A lot of everyone. Maybe not more important than some others, but they all mean something.
Okay, alright, so it's safe to say that most of your tattoos you done by yourself?
Most of them.
Alright, like you even-handed, you be switching hands?
No, the ones I can't reach, shout outs to Ed up, Ed Tats. But the ones I can't reach, he did them. So, but that's, I just love tattoos, I guess.
Oh, okay. Nah, I'm just asking because I know everybody else gonna ask. They might say, no, I mean, could be going for a feature on like Ink magazine or something. Like, I don't know.
I'm willing. I'm willing for that. I definitely love that. That definitely be a big thing.
Okay, all right. So for your upcoming mixtape, is it safe to say that the title is untitled, or you got a name for your upcoming mixtape?
Well, my mixtape's gonna be called Surfboard Status.
Okay.
It means definitely what how the name of it, and I call it that because, like, I consider my flow, who knows how the wave might be on any track, so why not ride it like a surfboard? So I consider the surfboard status. So definitely.
Okay, all right. how many tracks are you looking to have on your mixtape?
15
Okay.
tracks.
So 15 solid tracks. Would it be anything like half tracks? How some people do like, okay, let's say the beat is like actually 3 minutes and some change. Are you looking like actually do half tracks where it's like hook verse hook and that's it, or are you doing like the whole beat?
Hook verse hook. Doing the hook verse hook, with the exception of maybe like one song, 2 songs, but everything else is all songs, you know, that come with a hook, you know, with a lot of features.
Okay, all right, that's what's up. You got any features in mind or who you planning on having on there?
Not offhand right now, but I do have a lot.
Okay.
I know, prime example, I do got you. I want you on a couple of them. I definitely, you know, shout out to Mr. Mel Ripper. Definitely want him on a couple of them too. But everybody else, you know, is basically open for everybody else.
Okay, all right, that's what's up. That's what's up. So, my question would be, how would your mixtape differ from your actual album? Because it's like, with the time frame that's going to be going on, you're pretty much basically going to be just about working on both at the same time. So how would you be differentiating, making a difference between your mixtape and your album?
Well, well, my album's gonna be called actually Silver Surfer Faded. So I'm thinking that the actual mixtape will actually blend it right into that, and they bring it right into, you know, into speed of, you know, what I'm talking about and what I mean when I say certain things, you know, certain phrases and stuff like that. So it's actually gonna, you know, that's actually perfect. That it actually, you know, go right with it, you know. So.
Okay, all right, that's what's up. And you say you're ready to do shows?
Ready.
Because, you know, next year it's going to be like jam-packed, full blast, non-stop.
I love it. Bring it.
Okay, all right. And, of course, you know, the Love Fade Away, it is in iTunes, it's in Zoom, it's in Rhapsody, it's in Amazon MP3, it's in RDKIO Radio, it's in iHeartRadio. Now, I mean, it got released to iHeartRadio the same time as the Apexy remix got released to iHeartRadio as well. So, with the last standing from the last time we looked at the books, the Lust album, which is like one of the first albums released by Apex Records, along with Money Man's Against All Odds, the Lust album is right now like #1 in the charts for Apex Records. And last time we looked at it, Love Fade Away was easing up the charts. It's in #3. So how do you feel about that, knowing that the Love Fade Away is like easing its way up and could possibly hit #1 for Apex Records?
Well, I mean, it's a great thing. You know, it's a great, definitely. You know, that's basically all I can say. It's real good. It just tells me that people are, you know, fans and everybody's listening to it, and they're actually, you know, liking it, and that's just, you know, open doors for, you know, more music that to come when I do it. That I know that, okay, people like me already, so let me make sure that I don't disappoint them the next time, you know. So
okay, that's what's up. Now, the question would be, is this right here? Would you be looking at the Love Fade Away album, seeing like what songs is like doing good from like sales, downloads, streams, or whatnot, and be looking to perform some of those next year? Or are you just saying, okay, Love Fade Away, there was a thing in the past, now I'm just focused on this?
Well, that's a good question. I don't mind, you know, actually, you know, seeing the songs that's going up and actually performing them, you know, doing it. But on the same token, doing it at the same time, I'm, you know, promoting my new music. So I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, because it could be like, now I mean, let's say for instance, you got 5 hot songs from the Love Fade Away album that's doing good and successful online in the digital market that people may want to hear. Now, I mean, you could actually perform some of those songs along with your new mixtape material as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, I mean, so that'd be good. So it's like, now, I mean, boom, perform it. Now, I mean, let everybody know, hey, look, if you're looking for the song or you're looking for the album, it's online, here, there, so they can actually like, oh, well, I might need to cop that then.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely something, you know, great idea. Definitely, I wouldn't mind it.
Okay, all right. Now, I mean, just a question, because I know a lot of people would be like, okay, now I mean, you work on a mixtape, before you even come out with it, you performing it before it actually releases. And they may be like, oh, okay, dang, mixtape hot, but the mixtape isn't online. But then you perform the songs from Love Fade Away that is online for sale, they be like, well, shit, I need to cop that. Now I mean, so, like I say, now I mean, it can go hand in hand.
Definitely can. like I said, I'm open. I'm open to. I like to listen to what the fans are talking about. You know, at the end of the day, they're the most important people. You know, because without the fans, it won't be nothing. You know, you'll just be making music by yourself. So I always go off of whatever they're talking about. So if they like it, I perform it. Hopefully they buy it.
Okay. So speaking of fans in mind, I'll be doing research. Now he's on Twitter. His name is @Mr. Hollywoods. That's MrHollywoods. Now speaking of that, I seen that you've been too active on Twitter. So if you're gonna get fans, you gotta be active on Twitter. Now he's crazy active on Facebook. I give him that. He's crazy active on Facebook, but you gotta be active on both. To bring the fans in.
Truthfully, I'm so hooked to Facebook that even though I got the Twitter page, I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna get on this for a second, and then I go to it once in a while. But after I figured out I'm starting,
Well, you can link your Facebook to your Twitter and your Twitter to Facebook.
Okay.
So whatever you post on one, it shoots right over to the other without you even physically being there posting stuff on it.
Okay.
So that may be something to look into.
Yeah, definitely.
Cause the last time I checked, the fans that he had was me and the Riddler. So we need y'all to hit him up on Twitter and be like, yo, post something to get him up on Twitter posting stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Now he crazy active on Facebook.
But you said it's only 2
Twitter is 2. It's me and the Riddler. So I'm like, yo. Y'all
I didn't even know he was on there.
Yeah. Y'all find him on Twitter. That's Mr. Hollywoods with a Z. All together. Follow him on Twitter. Hit him up on Twitter. Say, yo, post something. Now we hit him up.
Yeah, definitely. You said last I heard it was this one.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely need, a lot of support. A lot of people that, actually click that button and follow. And I definitely follow back, so that's definitely a good idea.
Alright, so on the rapping, what kind of style would you say you have? Are you more of like a freestyle artist, or do you like write it down, or put it like this? Are you like a freestyle artist, where it's like saying boom, you hit the booth, freestyle out, okay, track done? Or are you B, the kind of artist that sits down, writes everything down, get it perfect, hit the booth then? Or are you C, a freestyle artist that'll freestyle, write down his freestyles, then go back and perfect it before hitting the booth?
I would be.
B?
I'm more of a, it's so much, during the daytime, there's so much stuff going through my head, words and lines and stuff like that, and I'd rather just sit down and actually. So when I give it out, not knocking anybody else that does that, but me personally, it's just better for me because I like it, because I can be able to express myself even better. So, but don't get me wrong, I can't freestyle, but I just prefer, beat.
Alright, okay, nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So, of course, as you know, the shows will be coming up next year. It's going to be going all year long. What is like 1 month, it may be like 1 show. The next month, maybe like 4 shows. So, are you going to be ready for the shows that's coming while you're working on your material?
Oh yeah, right, definitely. I always know like so much of what I'm doing. I always do. Like, I don't think a person is a good artist when you don't know your music. You gotta be able, it's gotta be. That's your craft. You gotta be good at your craft. And if you don't know your music, then I think that's more like a hobby. To me, it's a craft, so I gotta know it. So I know songs from years back that I did that no one heard before.
Okay, well let me ask you this, put that in mind. Now let's say you say you know songs from like years back that no one else heard, right? Now let's say for instance you came out with 6, maybe even 7 albums, and you're working on a new one, but you do a show for a song that was like maybe on your first or second album. Would you like, boom, if somebody called right now, like boom, Apex, we need China. So would you like know that song from like on your second album? Okay. Alright.
My mind is like a library. All I gotta do is just go to that little section pick it up.
Alright, okay, cool. Alright, is there anything else you want to tell the people?
Just, shouts out to, everybody with the surfboard status, and, shouts out to Apex Records, shout out to, Wolfgang, shout outs to, FDR, shout outs to my big bro Soprano, Nolo, L, shout outs to everybody, shouts out to my hometown, Philly, shouts out to my new town, Charlotte, shouts out to South Carolina, shouts out to everybody, basically, shouts out to all my fans that, been supportive, shouts out to all the haters, to all the exes, to all to everything, pretty much it.
Okay, alright. So, where can these people find you at on Twitter?
Mr. Hollywood with the Z at the end.
Alright, and where can they find you at on Facebook?
China Hollywood.
Alright, so there you go. You got his Facebook, you got his Twitter. Hit him up, especially on Twitter. Be like, yo, you need to get up here and post something. Drop a picture, drop a line like, yo, what's up? Something. So until we get him back on the In the Studio with Apex show, when he will physically be working on his mixtape and doing live shows or whatnot, and as always, stay tuned.
Keep waiting for the day, but it's not coming.